right, now on to our next story, to the Women's World Cup, where the three Africans are making Africa very proud. Nigeria qualifying from their group with 5 points. South Africa qualifying from their group with 4 points. And also Morocco qualifying from the group stage with 6 points. The Africans are doing well. But now they are up against a very bigger task where Nigeria meets England in the round of 16. South Africa is also going to meet South Africa meets Colombia. No, South Africa meets who?
South Africa meets
Netherlands.
Yeah.
So South Africa meets Netherlands, and also Morocco meets France.
Yeah.
Real quick, Gibson, what are the chances of these three African teams in the Women World Cup?
Well, first off, I would say congratulations to the teams. Over the years, I mean, Ghana, Nigeria were the only teams that made it to the World Cup, but South Africa and Morocco, through heavy investment, have been able to push their female teams up the ladder, which is very good. So first of all, congratulations to them. For their chances, well, they all placed second in their respective groups, and I would say kudos to Morocco. Morocco lost their first game 6-0. It was a heavy beating, and when you are beaten like that, you lose all your someone say vim, or let's say your courage to fight on. But they fought hard.
Yep.
They won their last two games by 1-0 each, and then they got 6 points. So between the three teams, Morocco got the most points. They placed second, and then they are out of the group stage. Unfortunately, they're meeting France. France is a very, very difficult team to beat. I watched their game against Jamaica. That's France versus Jamaica. The only reason why they drew that match against Jamaica is very physical with France. They didn't give them the chance to play. They got into their faces. If Morocco wants to qualify, they should try and force the match into penalties. How do you do that? Get into their faces, shove them, make it nasty, dirty. Don't allow them to play. Because obviously they are better at play than the Moroccans. And I know the Moroccans are also very, very strong. They fight very hard. So the whole trick is keep it tight, get into their faces, shove them, make it nasty. A lot of throw balls, long balls, up in the air, shove them, dirty. Get to penalties, and then we count on luck. Penalties for anybody. That's the only way Morocco can go through. For England versus Nigeria, it will be very difficult. England is a top team. Top team. If you check England's last 3 games, they beat China 6-1.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, they beat Denmark 1-0 and Haiti 1-0. So if England is coming off from first game winning 1 goal, second game 1 goal, and the third game 6, it tells you they found their scoring boot.
Sure.
Nigeria should be careful. Oshola is also missing chances. She should learn how to bear the ball. I mean, she's the top striker for Nigeria. She plays for Barcelona. I expect her to do well. Again, if Nigeria wants to beat England, they should also play it rough and dirty. Very physical. Pure African football. Nothing nice. Yeah, just like the Mourinho style.
Exactly.
Pack the bus, force it to extra, force it to penalties, and then they can also take it from there. For South Africa, just like their male senior team, they like to play expansive football. I watched a few of their games. They are very good on the ball, but Netherlands is way superior. Netherlands is very strong. They beat Vietnam 7 in their last game out of the 7-0. They played 1-1 with USA. They beat Portugal 1. It tells you how strong Netherlands is. So therefore, South Africa, I've not seen them play anything compact before. So hopefully they might pull it, but I don't think they'll go through. For me, the 3 teams, I doubt they'll be able to make it. If only they play dirty, they might. But aside from that, I don't think they can make it through 90 minutes. It'll be very difficult. But if they all go out anyway, I mean, it's good, because at the end of the day, I think this is the first time we have had 3 African female national teams come out of the group stage into the knockout phase. the first time. It has always been group stage exit. They lose almost all their games or probably draw one. It has been very terrible, but this is the first time 3 of them are coming out of the group stage, and it's good for African football. I believe with more investment and time, we'll see maybe the women win the World Cup for the first time, even before the men, hopefully. So I think I don't think they'll be able to make it, but they can try.
South Africa beat Italy 3-2. You think it's going to be difficult for the South Africans to triumphant over France? I think otherwise. I also think that these women, maybe at least one of them, can make us proud. But let me ask this question real quick. What happened to Ghana? I mean, why are we not seeing Ghanaian women football on the African continent and even at the world stages? We used to have the most appearance when it comes to international football. Is it that the GFA is not doing enough investment in the Ghana Premier League, in the Ghana leagues, women football as a whole, or what is really driving us down?
Ghana's problem is a multiplicity of factors. One, the process for qualifying for the World Cup has changed. All right, so it is zoned now. Ghana can only qualify for the World Cup if they beat their West African counterparts. Yeah. And when you narrow it down, it always comes between Ghana and Nigeria. Obviously, Nigeria is stronger. Yes. Even though we have a new coach for the Black Queens now, who has not lost a game ever since she took the team up. Nigeria is too strong. So all the time you have Nigeria beating Ghana for the slot. Yeah. It wasn't like before where you had all the teams in one pool, they play against each other.
Just as it's happened in the men's.
Exactly. So Nigeria is always causing problems for us. Yeah. And that's why we are not seeing that. Number 2 is corruption. There's little investment in women's football. All right. Even the men are struggling. Imagine the women. Yeah. So it's a problem. If you don't invest, you won't make it. So Ghana's problem is a lot. We have some good players outside who are playing outside the country, and I believe with time, they're also very young. With time, maybe Oshola and all these Nigerian girls might phase out, and then our girls will also mature into that space where they can beat Nigeria at will. But until then, it's very difficult because the process of qualification is changed, and you always have to battle Nigeria on a two-legged affair. You play in Ghana and play Nigeria. It's always difficult. So Ghana it might take time. We'll probably need someone who will put a lot of money into the women's football for us to qualify. And also we need to change our mentalities. It's more like anytime we play Nigeria, we are scared. We don't need to be scared. It's football. You must have a plan. You must have a purpose.
The intensity.
Yes, and our planning is always last minute. You'd always, well, can you donate some money?
But we beat them though, during the qualification. Since we beat them as 1-0.
Yes, but when you go there, they'll beat you like 3-4.
Exactly.
And you go out. So, I mean, we need to invest money. I want to find a way to change the psyche of the ladies. It's like we are too scared of Nigeria. We need to change that. So until that happens, I'm sorry, we would have difficulties qualifying. Or hopefully maybe in the future we'll have a president who can change the format of qualification again back to how it used to be. Then we can face teams like South Africa, Morocco and have a chance against them. But for Nigeria, it will be hard.
Fantastic from the man, Givens. Now let's look at the other matches that will also be going on. On 6th of August, so on 6th of August, Sweden is playing SA. Australia also, is it Austria or Australia?
I think Australia.
Australia plays Denmark also on the 7th, and Colombia and Jamaica. Give me your prediction on the Sweden-USA game.
Sweden-USA, go. That's what I see, go. Or to be safe, over 1.5.
Over 1.5.
Yes, it will be very difficult. Because Sweden is a very good team. US is also a very good team, but I see US having a slight edge. So is that go or 1.5? But personally, I would take USA to qualify.
USA to qualify.
Yeah.
All right. So Colombia, Jamaica.
That would be more like war. I have watched both teams, and Jamaica is very physical. I told you they played against France. They were very physical.
Very physical.
And Colombia is also very physical. So that game will have fewer goals. Let's say under 3.5. There will be many goals. Under 3.5 will be okay. Yeah.
Okay. And now Australia and Denmark.
I watched Denmark in the first game. I don't know if it's because it was the first game, but they were not impressive. Australia would have the chance or the edge over Denmark because Australia is a co-host to the tournament.
There's going to be a lot of goals.
Yes, and probably, and they also have some care, very good striker, a very good player for Australia, and you know how host nations are favored in this tournament, so most likely there'll be goals, probably 1.5. I don't see Denmark beating Australia. Australia would use the advantage of being a host nation to sail through to the next round. So Australia to qualify. For me, I'll probably win or draw. Will be really good.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Gibbons. Thank you for
You're
having me
welcome.
on this show. This is Sports News Today, where we bring you all the latest news in sports updates. Remember, this show is proudly brought to you by Chrissy's Kitchen, Edianepa, and also Human's Clothing. Take their numbers from the screen and call them. So this is where we draw the curtains on Sports News Today. Remember to like, share this video, and also subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thank you. We will come your way another time.